Hi, everybody. Welcome in.
What's up, Sock Monkey?
Not much, Todd. How you doing, man?
I'm doing good.
So-
Had a great day.
Want to say good. Want to say hi to everybody that's already in here. It's over. It's pretty cool. And Todd's going to you want to go through those
Absolutely.
so you can see a little better.
Donnie at Barton's RV got here very early. And Tyler too.
And Tyler, yeah.
And they got to visit a little bit.
And
then
who else we got over here? We got Ours World is in here.
Chris.
Yep.
Hi,
Welcome
Chris.
in.
Always nice to see you, buddy.
Yep. And who else we got?
My Fluffy Pack.
My Fluffy
believe
Pack.
That is Veronica.
Hi, Veronica. Welcome in.
And I think amongst this group, some of the friends, the community that we see a lot of time, I think they're going to be new to her and vice versa. So y'all check out My Fluffy Pack.
Yeah, do that. I gave her a sub, actually. I had seen her multiple times.
Yeah.
And I subbed to her, I think, yesterday or the day before.
She has really fun live streams she has a pack of rescues that she takes care of. It's very admirable. It's very fun. You'll like it.
Yep. Kevin's in here. Hi, Kevin. Hiking with Jackie Boy.
Are you there yet?
Are we there yet? Yep, is in here. Welcome in. Appreciate all you people that are coming in. I just want to say, do we get let's make sure we got everybody first that's in here right now.
We need to acknowledge everyone and thank them. Yeah.
So we're at the bottom of the chat right there. So
I wonder where, usually Calvin the Boston Terrierist comes to your lives.
I think he will at some point.
I wonder where that dude could be.
I don't know. Give him a minute. So for those of you who may not know, I'm Sock. KMAC Project is my channel. This here, Ann just came in. Hello, Ann. This is Todd. Got the Todd Saw channel, TODD SAW. There are links in the description. And I think that's enough about us and what's going on. So you mentioned Calvin the Boston Terrierist.
Yeah, it's hard to get it right every time.
It is.
Calvin the Boston Terrierist.
Anyway, Jeff and Calvin are our special guests on this one. And we're going to pull them in right now. They're in the green room, getting ready to say hey. So everybody, please welcome them. And we're just going to visit. We're going to check some beers out and get to know each other. And you guys that don't know them, which I think everybody in here does at this point. And there's Oliver Wilson came in. So let's welcome in Jeff and Calvin.
Hi, Oliver. And I didn't get a chance to say hi, Ann. I love you, Ann. You always great supporter.
Welcome in, you guys.
Hey, guys. How are you?
Doing good.
Calvin and his buddy Jeff.
Yes. How you guys doing?
We're doing good. Doing good. Appreciate you coming in.
Friday.
Yeah. You have a good day today?
I did. It was busy, both with work and I had to take a little bit of time. I got another quote on my deck that did not go as well as I was hoping. So we'll leave that for another, we'll leave that for my live stream. Let's put it that way. I'll talk about that separately.
Yeah, we don't need any downers here.
Yeah, exactly. Hey, Audra, welcome in. How are you?
Audra,
how you doing, Kevin? How you doing, Ann? Hello, everybody in the chat. Good to see you guys.
Yep.
So, absolutely.
This is not a long-term plan thing. We kind of started planning this about a week, maybe a week and a half ago. Jeff reached out and was very gracious. We wanted to do a live. Actually, was going to do a live first with Todd, and then I got to get involved. That's cool. So
we're old dudes, and we have a new toy, right? And that new toy is StreamYard.
Yep.
And we think it's pretty cool because it allows you to bring other people in to the Sock Monkeys regular Friday afternoon live stream.
On Friday live.
And have a guest and talk about. And I think having Calvin and Jeff here is a pretty special kickoff to this guest thing.
It is a special kickoff. And yeah, so welcome in. We're going to do some beer tasting tonight. We're going to talk with Jeff and Calvin a little bit. I think Jeff will do most of the talking. And the beers that we're going to test on this particular one are Texas area brews around here, but they're not ones that either Todd or I have tasted either. So it's going to be new to us. And at the same time, Jeff tries those.
Can I talk a little bit about the background, how this came about?
Yes, you can.
Right. So we tried some beers that Jeff had recommended from Rhode Island.
Mm-hmm.
And have you noticed, Jeff, the background behind us?
I did notice it, but I'll be honest. I was lurking when I signed into StreamYard. and I was in the waiting room. You guys weren't on camera yet. You guys were, talking about some stuff, and I heard you guys talk about the flag. I didn't notice it right away until you mentioned it. I thought that was a really cool touch. So really nice.
Yeah. We have the Texas flag and the Rhode Island flag, Lone Star State and the Ocean State. Is that right?
That is correct. Yes.
Okay. Yep. And we sampled last Friday. Yeah.
The last 2 weeks we've sampled
Rhode Island craft brewery beers.
Yes, and they have been awesome up to this point. There's only, I think, one or two maybe, but I was surprised at how at your palate it really was. You've done really well, and you surprised myself and Jeff, I think. So
well, we had a lot of fun with it.
Yep.
And somehow Jeff has managed to acquire some Central Texas craft brews. So we're going to do our beer tasting and review, and he has the exact same ones, and we're going to try them together. Isn't it a miracle?
Yeah. A Surfer came in. Welcome in, A Surfer. Appreciate you.
Hey, Chris. A Surfer, how are you?
Three of those same ones.
And we're going to do the same ones.
Surfer is here. Cool.
Yeah. So
as Kissy Cat says, through the magic of TV.
Yes. Yeah. There you go.
So it's going to be fun.
So
let's roll.
So, but first, let's talk a little bit to Jeff. It's like let's talk about our channels a little bit.
All right.
And I want to talk to Jeff for a minute, just kind of get how you got started, what made you start a YouTube channel, and kind of like where you're at and where you're going with that.
Yeah. So we started it in 2021.
Yep.
So it was the height of the pandemic. I was working from home full time at the time, when they sent everybody, off to do that. And there wasn't really a lot to do, right? A lot of things were shut down, or, when they were open under really strict protocols. And so I was spending a lot of time with Calvin. I mean, Calvin was by my side pretty much the whole time. And during that time, it was very stressful for me, with my work, like the line of work I was in. We were doing a lot of COVID, sort of COVID protocols, being in human resources. Like we had employees, that had to quarantine and all this stuff. Like we were living and breathing COVID. And so I was watching like YouTube videos, like of ways to try to relax and things like that. And I follow chiropractic videos, which I thought people are like, that's kind of weird. But believe it or not, I found like a lot of like therapeutic moments from that. And I ended up connecting with a doctor from New York City who has his own YouTube channel, and we became friendly. And he essentially said, "Oh, have you ever thought about doing a YouTube channel?" And I said, "Not really." He's like, "Oh, you should." He's like, "You have a really cute dog." He's like, "A lot of people love to see, cute dogs." And and I said, "Okay, well, after sort of some coaxing, I said, why not? Let's, what's the harm?" And I'm like, I thought it would be really cool to, share Calvin with the world and maybe try to spread some positivity in what was really a very difficult time for a lot of people.
Yeah.
With no expectations, that this would really go anywhere. And then, you get your first 10 subscribers, and then your next, 20 and 30, and, you start building a community. And for me, that's sort of what hooked me in, was when I started to build friendships with folks, on YouTube.
Right.
And, we've been doing it ever since. And, we're thankful now that we have about 5,600 subscribers, and
you just went over 4,000 hours.
Years now.
Yep.
Right. You just went over 4,000 hours.
Yeah, we did that in July. Yep. So, not that, again, we're not doing this to get rich, but it's nice to get a little bit of scratch back from YouTube for the effort. And, I think I've told people on my live stream, basically I'm doing 3 things with that money. I'm giving back to my star here. I'm paying it forward, and, investing back into the channel essentially is sort of what we're doing with most of that money.
Right.
And I got my first paycheck from YouTube. I want to say yesterday it hit my bank account. So that was kind of a cool thing. Yeah, it was pretty cool.
That's awesome.
That's a
congratulations.
Right.
Yeah.
Awesome. Yeah.
Way to go, Calvin.
Yeah. So
yeah.
That's the good parts. And I kind of started too. I wanted to make YouTube videos a long time ago. I have a lot of stuff in the can. Todd knows I have a lot of junk that I never edited. And I was later in my career, at work. I was in a really good position. I had, I was comfortable. I was being paid well, and I didn't want to take a chance of screwing that up. And I know with uh, the way I come across sometimes, maybe I could have done that easily, and I didn't want I didn't want to take that chance. So I did when the pandemic started. I did one video, a bike ride video, and it was my DC Peeps, which is a play on words on who we worked for. And I planned on doing that as a 2 or 3 times a week, just and getting people involved. And then we had a massive, like the week later, I had a massive reduction in force, and I didn't feel like it was appropriate to keep that going, and so I took it down. And so I didn't do anything with YouTube until really, I mean, I put a couple cooking videos up earlier, but I didn't really do anything until we got retired out.
Yeah. Jeff, I watched your first, after a conversation we'd had, I went back to look. You had mentioned something about when you first got started.
Yeah.
I went back and watched the first 5, which I had never seen before. And it was so different back then. You basically pointed the camera at Calvin, and it made me remember they were really in the long video format, but only about 45 seconds long.
Right.
There were no shorts back then, right? TikTok drove YouTube to shorts.
Yeah, I don't think there were really any shorts back then, or they were just coming out with it. But yeah, I mean, zero experience, didn't really know what I was doing. It was, let's just get a few videos out there so people can hopefully, see him. And then over time, I just spent, time learning, some tricks and trades. Like, I never edited a video in my life until I started doing YouTube, and started out using iMovie on my Mac, basically for all of my editing. Lots of pros and cons. It's great for somebody who's brand new, who doesn't have a lot of experience. It's pretty easy to teach yourself through like YouTube videos and other tutorials. But then, as the shorts started becoming more prominent, iMovie is not really good for that. Like, it's really better for long form content. And so I downloaded a different app. Like, I use an app called Splice. I do the paid version. It's not really expensive for the year. And it's way more conducive to like putting together shorts clips and then exporting them into YouTube and putting whatever music track. Sometimes I just do it straight through the YouTube Shorts app also, if it's like a single clip. But yeah, I would just say over time, I just started to learn. I took it really serious. Like, I really put a lot of time in editing, and then, sort of 3 years into it, realized, all right, I'm spending too much time on editing. Let's make this a little bit more organic and just more natural. And I kind of felt like that actually started to work out better than trying to overproduce, a 2-minute video, basically.
Right. Yeah. And you've evolved into a lot of what you do now is the live streams, and people love them, and they're so fun, and you get a lot of attendance into that. So it's working.
Yeah, I love the live stream. Hey, first of all, it's super easy, right? There's no editing involved.
Right, it's a one and done.
It's a one and done. But to me, what makes them fun is everybody who comes into the chat. It's the community that really makes it fun. I'm very blessed, and there are a lot of folks in this chat here who follow us, and I kind of view them as friends at this point. I mean, some folks like you guys, like I keep in touch with you outside of YouTube, which is great. Yeah. And there are a few others that I do the same with. And so it's been cool. Like, to me, that's like really the best part about this whole thing. It's just the friendships I've made and Calvin's made. I have you to thank, buddy.
So we have somebody popped in here.
Yeah, I need a moment.
Yeah.
I see you, Sarah. My daughter's here, and like 3 of these in a row, she's come in to support the Sock Monkey, and and I missed her. And I've been catching a lot of grief about that at home and in my YouTube community. So Sarah, I see you, we recognize you, and thank you so much for coming in. And I love you.
Tyler O has been very active in here. He's going to watch some more of my videos. He's enjoyed the ones he's watched, he said. So I appreciate that, Tyler, a lot. I think we should taste some beers.
Okay, let's do it.
What do you think?
Do it. I'm getting thirsty.
I am too. So I guess we're going to start off with the so we have 2 St. Arnold's. They're a Houston brewery. So we're going to start off with the grand prize. It's a classic American lager. It's a 4.2% on the alcohol level, and none of us have tried these yet. And the brewery is named after St. Arnold, which is, you know about St. Arnold?
No, I don't believe so.
Okay, so
I've read about it, but I don't remember.
He's the patron saint of breweries and hop pickers.
All right.
Yeah. So he was encouraging people to drink beer instead of contaminated water back in the.
That was a big deal. It was a big part of brewing beer coming to
fruition. So we're going to start with that one. As always, I have our samples on ice. So let me.
So that St. Arnold's, I think, has become a pretty big, more like a regional, thing. They sell a lot of beer. You see it in a pretty broad area down here in Texas, and I don't know. They may have expanded to other states. It wouldn't surprise me if St. Arnold's isn't available, like in Louisiana or something.
I'm sure it probably
with the proximity to Houston.
I didn't look that up.
Yeah, I haven't either, but they're pretty big time in the region, not just around in the Houston area.
So Sarah said Calvin's really well behaved, and what she doesn't know, he's kind of trapped where he's at. So, and there are treats on the table, and so when we have a treat, I think you'll probably get one here in a minute.
Yeah, when we sample beer, Calvin gets to sample a treat. There he goes.
Attaboy.
All right, that's what he's been after.
Okay, there you go, Todd.
Putting up with the stupid humans so he can get treats. That's what it's all about.
So I'll set this one here. So we've got, this one is pretty light looking.
Very light.
It is very light.
So clear. When I poured it, I thought I was pouring hot water.
Yeah.
It looks like champagne.
Almost it does. Almost a champagne color though.
The nose has like a Pilsner, almost like a Pilsner smell to it. So
we ready?
I already drank some.
Cheers, guys.
Cheers.
I didn't know it was a false start, I guess. False start. I like it.
There's not much there for me.
Yeah, it's
probably why I like it.
I could chug this entire beer in one sitting.
I could too. That would be a good one.
Go for it, dude.
That could be the chug contest.
Oh, this is it's refreshing. I will say, this is a beer like if I were out day drinking at like somebody's barbecue, I could probably drink 12 of these and not be buzzed.
And it's a good hot.
If you mowed half the yard and you have beer before you mow the second half, there you go.
I'm really lucky. Minnow mows our yard, so.
Yeah, I don't mind the taste of it. It's not my style, but for what it is, I agree. This is not bad.
That's as mild as a Michelob Ultra.
Almost, it is.
It's only 95 calories, I believe. If I read that right on the can, yeah.
Oh, really?
Yeah,
maybe 95 calories. Yeah, it's a very, very light beer for sure.
It has it's 95 calories and 2.7 carbs.
Excellent. I might buy some more of that.
Yeah, it's good. And there's some more in there you can take home with you.
All right, I will.
All right. So that one went well. That was good, but I think that's more of a Todd's flavor.
Mm-hmm. I do have a question for you, Jeff. You happen to acquire also 6 beers from the Brazos Valley Brewery right here in Brenham, Texas. Have you tried any of those yet? Or are you going to do a YouTube review of those, or what are your plans with those Texas beers?
Well, as you guys know, I had to confirm which beers we were doing the tastings of because I didn't want to prematurely drink them before the live stream. So I did try the Stratocaster, I believe it was called. It was the hazy IPA.
Yeah,
which it was good. I would put that in the good, not world class beer. It kind of reminded me of there's a brewery that I liked. I think they're based out of Iowa, actually, Chris, if I'm not mistaken, or somewhere right around there. It's called Toppling Goliath, which they make really good beers. But the base of that beer kind of gave me Toppling Goliath vibes. But it was good. It had a little bit of a sweet malty. Not super hot, not super bitter. So, but it had a good taste. I would buy that at the brewery or buy it off the shelf in a liquor store if they sold it, for sure.
Aria There Yet has a question for us. What is the palest, lightest flavored beer you each have ever tasted?
Palest, lightest beer. I mean, let me tell you, this is up there.
Yes, it is.
This is up there
probably in
for
the
me. I
running.
mean, like you said, Todd, maybe a Mick Ultra like might tie that, but to me, it's that kind of beer. Like this
Right.
is right up there.
Yeah.
This
I mean-
is easy drinking. Like honestly, if this is what I would say for somebody who maybe isn't like a huge beer drinker, but like wants something refreshing and cold and wants to like enjoy that. This is a great beer for you because it's pretty easy to drink.
It is.
And
I mean,
I don't think you'd get drunk off of it. And if you had one,
It is super.
And,
It is super light though. So, but too, it would be a good introductory beer too if you were just you wanted to drink some beers. I mean, I started on Coors Banquet beer, and the first few that I had, to be honest with you, I was like, I'm not sure I'm going to be a beer drinker.
Donnie says, "Who gets drunk off a beer?" It's a quote from Hell or High Water. I
Yeah.
guess that's a movie. I think. Oh yeah, I think I've seen that Hell or High Water. I'm seeing if there's any other questions because I think when somebody asks a question, we need to try to acknowledge that. And
Oliver
answer it.
Wilson is in here. Thank you, Oliver, for coming in. And I need to scroll up just a little bit.
Yeah, let's see if there's any questions right quick.
So,
or
A
if we
Surfer
missed
had to
anything.
bail. Surfer, appreciate you coming in.
yeah, Surfer, what's going on, man? I saw you come in. My fluffy pack, Veronica. I didn't say hello to you. Thank you for coming in.
Yeah.
The
Appreciate
Surfer
it.
is 5 hours behind us, so
Yeah.
he was on his lunch break when he was in.
Yeah.
He had to
yeah.
go.
He had to bail.
Yeah,
for that.
gotcha.
Ari's World sees a skeleton in the background.
That's
Yeah.
Bones back there. And you know what? He's holding the picture. We'll do the beer first, and then we'll talk about the picture stuff.
Yeah.
Don't want to get too sidetracked. We almost ricocheted right there.
Tyler says the St. Arnold headquarters is in downtown Houston.
It is.
He's from Houston.
Okay.
Tyler, have you ever had a St. Arnold's before of any flavor? I don't even know if you drink beer or not. And I don't know. Probably there's a
I
number
think
of
he
people
has.
here.
His next comment is that it's a really cool place to drink a beer. He said.
Yeah, supposedly they got a really nice beer garden over there. So
What do we got?
we got a Colch.
Colt.
All right, Colt.
That's the next one, and this one weighs in at this is from Fredericksburg, Texas. Allstat.
Yeah.
It's from the Allstat Brewery in Fredericksburg. It's a premium German style beer, and it weighs in at 4.8. So we've
Nice.
tried a couple of Colts that we had from Rhode Island, and they were both one of them I liked more than the other one. One of them was not my favorite. You started to say something?
No.
Oh,
I'm
okay.
good.
I thought you had an add in.
I did too. I lost it. It wasn't important.
Everything you see. So,
All right, let's do it.
all right, let's do a pour on this.
This one's a little darker.
So, put that one.
I'm starting to realize, Jeff, you like beer with a little hammer to it, something that's got some. All right.
I like flavor, really, is what it comes down to. It's not so much the ABV. I need like a good. To me, it's all about taste.
Yeah.
Yeah. Here we go.
So this has
Cheers,
a really
guys.
weedy
Bottom up.
smell to it, right?
Yeah.
For me,
Not my favorite.
it's not my favorite either. It's got that. What was the word you used last time?
Skunky.
No, it wasn't skunky. It was what was that word? It wasn't skunky. It wasn't skanky. It was
I can tell you this. When I first tasted it, I thought, that's all right. I don't
Yeah.
mind that at all. And it has an aftertaste. It's
Yeah,
not-
it does. You know what it reminds me of? It reminds me of like some kind of like Belgian. I'm trying to think.
I'm thinking it makes me think of like licorice or something. And I don't like black licorice.
Yeah, I don't taste that, but This isn't my favorite. I wouldn't order this again.
You know, I like Fredericksburg and everything, but I don't think I would either. It's not.
It's just got a weird, like Todd said, it has a weird aftertaste for me.
Yeah, that's a no.
Yeah,
And I think
That's
it's
a
and it may
consensus
be
no.
the extra malts or stuff they use in it. I don't know. But yeah, I'm going to say that's not for me either.
yeah, it almost has like an Amstel Light or like not Heineken, but something like that. It's got that, and I'm not a fan of those beers at all.
Oh,
So interesting. So far, I like the Ranger better. The Grand Prize better.
and I don't even Kevin with hiking with Jackie Boy said hoppy, and it's not even that. It's a different. It's a
Yeah, it's not hoppy. If anything, I would say it's more malty than
Yes.
anything.
I think it's too much malt in it.
Yeah.
Donnie at Martin's RVing has been to the Allstott Brewery in Fredericksburg.
And I'm sure they have some beers that
Oh yeah,
I would appreciate. This is just not one of them for me.
Yeah, I mean, I can't. At least the Grand Prize. Again, there's not much to it, but I could drink that with no problem.
Right.
Like in fact, I'll finish that. Like I feel bad wasting that beer, but I don't even know if I can drink the rest of that.
Don't
cold.
feel
It's just
obligated to because ours on our end too. I think is going to be sacrificed.
we call those drain pours around here.
and drain pours.
Drain pours,
next
yeah,
up is
sadly.
Banger IPA.
This is
So
a
we're
banger.
starting out with a great name.
Yeah, it is a
Yeah.
banger.
8.4%. This is
It's an 8.4.
not for the faint of heart.
Yeah, it's a soldier.
Nearly double what we've been sampling.
It is. So, and this is
Bringing in the heavy hitters.
yeah, this is an Imperial Hazy IPA with it coming in at 8.4%. So, I'm looking forward to. I've realized through this tasting stuff process that I am more of a hazy guy than I thought.
What is that?
Right.
What when you hear that hazy IPA,
It's
Jeff? Is that something that you say? Oh, that's right up my alley, or
It's a less filtered.
Yeah, I mean, I like the style. It doesn't mean I like all of them, but I do like the unfiltered beers, the cloudy beers. If they're done right, they don't.
Right.
The thing though is with the unfiltered beers, they generally have a shorter shelf life.
yeah,
I mean, usually, and that's not always. I mean, but the ones at the local breweries around here, they usually recommend you drink them in 90 days. Before. They won't guarantee freshness after that. You run the risk of like oxidation on the beers. Like sometimes like when you pour them, they'll come out like that dark orange and like almost like brown color, which is not what you want.
Yep. So I have to take 1 second. I just got notification. My grandbabies are watching me right now.
that's cool.
They're watching Papa Socks. I need to say hi, Jules. Hi, baby doll. And hi, Thomas. Hi, guys. Love you. All right. They're my babies. So Jules got a big old road rash on your knee. I hope your knee is okay.
She's got a granddaughter named Juliet. I think
Juliet.
that is so cool.
Yeah. And Juliet and Thomas. Love you, babies. Thanks for coming and
Awesome.
watching Papa Sock.
Hey guys, how are you?
This is Jeff, and this is Todd.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And the kids don't ever drink beer.
No, they can drink beer when they get older and
Yeah.
do it responsibly. That's the
Drink
thing.
responsibly. That's right.
That's right.
That's the message.
It's not.
All right.
So I love you, babies. Thanks for coming in. All right, this one doesn't look that hazy to me.
Robin is happy.
Yeah, so it doesn't say it's hazy, right? It just says.
I think it
Oh,
did.
it does. Yeah, it does say hazy. Yeah,
It's a hazy IPA.
yeah, I agree. That is not hazy. Hazy, like I can see my finger through the back of the.
Yeah.
Usually when it's unfiltered, you can't even see your finger behind the back of the glass.
It smells good.
It does smell good. It's got that. But you're
Yeah,
leaning
to me,
more.
this almost like it's like candied, like tropical fruity. Does it say what hops are in this by chance? I didn't even look.
I don't think it does. And if it does, I didn't pick up on it. So
It probably would on like one of those two websites.
yeah, and I didn't go to the website to be honest with you. I just was going my little bit of notes here off of what was on the can.
Yeah, to me, actually, this almost kind of is more like a West Coast IPA, to be honest with you.
Todd tasted it, and he appears to.
It's got some wang
thank
to
you
it.
for coming in and saying hello. We appreciate that. Thank you for being here. Yeah.
Wow.
So this is kind of my. I mean, I'm not opposed to this at all, but it doesn't have that smooth, unfiltered, hazy taste and it doesn't even have much on the side of the glass when you roll it. It just doesn't. It doesn't have much of a curtain on it, so it doesn't stay. So to me, this is not. If I ordered this and they brought it to me, I would think that they pulled it off the wrong tap.
I mean, there is some decent lacing on the glass. Actually, I have to be honest. Like, there's no hop burn, and like it's not hoppy at all.
No.
Usually when it's when you get 8.4%.
Yeah.
Sometimes you can taste the booze. I can't taste the booze in this.
Yep.
It's probably, this is like a dangerous beer, actually.
Yeah.
Like, because honestly, I think I could like drink this very fast also.
Yep. So if we're going to finish out the cans, which one would you finish out, Todd?
The first one.
The first one. So Todd would go with the grand prize.
Yeah.
And if I was going to finish out a can, obviously I would go from the conversation with the banger.
Yeah, me too. This is my favorite, is this one.
Yeah.
Then it was the grand prize. And then this one, sorry guys, I can't do this one. This one's really not that good.
So we're on the same, I think we're all, excuse me. I think we're all kind of the same.
Yeah.
But yeah, Todd's not.
I'll give you this, Jeff. I think you sent us better beer than we sent you.
Yeah.
You recommended better beer than we recommended.
You know what though? Like, so these breweries here, like that I've sent you guys beers from, they're very, I don't know. Like, I think New England just does the hazy style really well. You know, I mean, that's kind of their bread and butter, right? Like so I think a lot of other breweries around the country have tried to copy them. And, you know, there's some good ones. I've had some good New England style IPAs outside of New England for sure. But I just think you'll find some really good, like there's a brewery in Massachusetts called Treehouse Brewery.
Uh-huh.
And they started out as a little tiny shop in this little town called Munson, Massachusetts. And now the guy has expanded so much. He's got his flagship brewery in Charlton, Mass. He's got a location in Deerfield, Sandwich, another one in Connecticut. He's opening one up in upstate New York, Tewksbury. He's probably got like 5 or 6 locations. He's not only doing craft beer now, but he's doing spirits. He's doing coffee, tea, Treehouse Brewing. Look it up if you have a chance. It's just amazing. And if anybody ever came out to visit me and they like beer and craft beer, I would take you guys there in a heartbeat. It would be a great experience. You would love it. And, you know, just the quality of beer that they make is just so good. They don't even distribute. That's how popular they are. They do not sell to liquor stores. People who get it around the country, you know, they get it either shipped to them or mules will get it to them, but they don't even sell at liquor stores. That's just how popular they are.
So Donnie mentioned the types of hops that are in Banger. Can you read? I can't read that.
Strata, it's a Strata and Simcoe. I like those hops. Those are good hops.
Yeah. I think it's just I can't believe that it's not filtered some.
Tyler says I'm coming that way once my van camper is ready.
Come on out, Tyler. We'll go brewery hopping. The beers that I sent these guys, I tried to send them everything from Rhode Island except for one beer came from Connecticut, just because I happened to be at that brewery and I had some leftovers, and so I gave them one of those beers. But there's a few good breweries in Rhode Island. Excuse me. My favorite one is a place called Long Live Beer Works. I just love a lot of their beers. And then another brewery that's really good is Tilted Barn, which that was what the cactus beer that I sent you.
Yeah.
Sock. That one's really good as well.
That was really good.
Yeah.
So, and we have 3 more of those. Actually, we have 4. I feel like the coffee one is kind of a one-off. And we'll taste it probably next week if I get back from my trip on time. So let's talk about that. But
Are you there yet? Said Calvin says the treat was perfect balance between healthy legumes and fishiness. Calvin reviews treats.
Yeah, so Calvin is getting, so this treat right here, I did a video on this.
Is that the one
This
you
is
tried?
that Boston Barkery Cheez-It treat that I tried on the live stream. So, Calvin is literally drooling like crazy right now. It's like, that's why I have a paper towel down here so I can wipe his mouth. And
That's awesome.
yeah.
So we have 3 more of those beers to try, and then we'll award our ribbons. And we also have the coffee one that we want to make sure that Sarah is on when we taste it and review it.
Yeah, my daughter Sarah is a coffee person.
Yeah.
So I have a question for you, Mr. Sock Monkey.
What you got?
Who is that dude right there? Show us that dude. Let's talk about him.
So that's J. Fred Muggs.
Does anybody know who J. Fred Muggs is? I did
do
not.
not.
I did not remember J. Fred Muggs until the Sock Monkey told me where he came, the origin of it, and I think it's pretty cool, pretty interesting.
So this is J. Fred Muggs.
So when he first showed me that and told me this is J. Fred Muggs, I thought it was a toy from back in the day. And it is a toy.
It is.
But it's based on a real chimpanzee.
Yeah, so J. Fred Muggs is the chimpanzee that was on the Today Show for multiple years and other shows as well. They would have him on every morning. We didn't have a TV back then, but I don't know why my parents got me the J. Fred Muggs, but they did. So I had him and my Sock Monkey. This is not my original J. Fred, and this is not my original Sock Monkey. He's about 30 years old, and I got this one on. Had to go look him up on eBay. But we had talked about my Sock Monkey origins originally, and that I had gone to the hospital that time when I was a kid. And it was in 1961, and that's the picture of me with my Sock Monkey and my J. Fred Muggs getting ready to go to the hospital. So, and I know it's 1961.
I just tried it, Ari's World.
It
Sorry to
says
interrupt
so
you
on
guys.
says so on the tag.
I just ate some of Calvin's treat, by the way. Ari's World dared me to eat some of it.
Yeah.
It's fine. It's all human ingredients, but it's just bland, really.
Calvin doesn't seem to consider it bland. He seems to like it just fine.
And he doesn't look
it's
like
not
he's real
bad,
happy
actually,
that
to
you
be
ate
honest
it.
with you.
Yeah.
The smell of the treat is actually way more robust. Like, it literally smells like a Cheez-It. It's so bizarre. It has that like Cheez-It smell, but when you actually eat it, you know how like a Cheez-It's got like that salty, cheesy taste,
Yeah.
if you've ever had one?
Yeah.
This literally, it tastes so bland. There's like nothing to it.
So what other treats does Calvin have that you could try on a live stream?
He's got, I'm not trying anything other than these. These are all like human ingredients. He's got the if you guys remember, Trish Ferreira, our subscriber, gave him like a motherload of treats. I'm still working through them. There's so many of them. She gave him these salmon like biscuits that they smell so bad. And I love salmon. Like, don't get me wrong, I love salmon.
Right.
And whenever I open the bag to give him one, I actually have to like block my nose and like give it to him and like move away. It's just not a good smell. And so if something like that smells like that, there's no way I'm going to eat that. Like, that would make me, I probably would throw up on the spot, not to be gross, but
Yeah.
you don't want that.
Giving their dog. She's an old dog, Dixie. So they're giving her some kind of, they call it the stinky treat, and it is. I don't mind giving them to her, but I gotta go wash my hands after I do. So.
Did you guys notice my T-shirt? I've been talking about Long Live Brewery. I'm actually wearing a T-shirt.
I didn't. I apologize for that, but I did make a note of that earlier. That was your favorite, one of your favorite breweries. So yeah, and so 3 more of those to go. So next week I'm going on a golf trip.
Nice.
Going over to Louisiana. With some of the guys, there's 8 of us going, 7 or 8 of us going, and we're going to play Wednesday, Thursday, and Friday. And I'm hoping that Friday Our tea time is at 8:30 on Friday, so I'm hoping we get home in time for me to do my live at 5. But if I have to adjust that, I will. I'm still going to do a live, but I was hoping that we can do the last 3. But I don't know if we can get that done next Friday or not. I don't want them to set too long.
Play it by ear and see how it works out.
Yep. And if I can't do the live at 5 here at the house, I'll do something driving down the road for a few minutes or something. I'm not driving, so I can do that.
Yeah.
So Sock, are you gonna? Oh, you're not driving, but I was gonna say, you're gonna look for any geocaches on the way up and back.
Probably not, because I'm not driving, and
Time crunch.
it's a time crunch. If I can get home on time, that'd be great. If I could, because we'll already be checked out of the room, so we'll just be, when we get done playing, we'll head home. But
Jeff, have you ever found a geocache or been with somebody that went geocaching or done anything like that?
No, so honestly, I never even heard of a geocache until I watched Sock's channel. And so I was like, what is this? I'm like, and it's kind of cool. Sort of like it's like a little treasure hunt, like
exactly what it is.
Yeah, it's kind of a cool thing. And I asked him if there was some in Rhode Island, and I think you said yes.
I looked at the map, and there are a lot.
They're everywhere. They're all over the world.
Yeah.
Yeah, I've never done it. Yeah, I just never and again, until I watched your channel, I knew nothing about it. And
there are geocaches on uninhabited islands in the oceans. There are geocaches at the top of mountain. You have to climb a mountain to get them.
Oh,
there
wow,
are geocaches that you have to scuba dive very deep to find, and all parts in between. They're in every state, in every town. They're everywhere.
I want to say one thing right quick.
Shout out. Shout out. Go ahead.
To a friend of ours, Linda.
Yep.
Linda Fukui. She always checks. She's a co-worker when we were working. Linda's at the top of the list. I went to her many times asking for help, and never once did she not help me, or at least get me in the right direction.
She's a master of software programs, and she can learn this stuff so fast and then teach us. And she was a go-to person. Is she here? Did she make it in?
She is. She gave me a text and let me know that she came in. Hopefully she's still here. But yeah, so Linda still texts me every few weeks just to make sure that we're doing good, and I appreciate her always thinking of us. Love you, Linda. Thanks for coming in. And thanks for all you did for us over the years. Appreciate you a lot.
Absolutely.
All right. Where are we at?
I think we should try. Let's talk about some boudin.
Oh,
anybody know what boudin is? Jeff, do you know what boudin is?
Boudin?
Yeah.
I do not. What is that?
So I went and ate at a seafood restaurant. Are we fixing to try that pretty soon?
We're going to try that. Let me.
Got a little business to take care of, and I'll explain while he's gone.
I'll be right back.
We're going to sample something else, and here's what it is, and I'll tell you what it's all about. In the neighboring state to Texas, the great state of Louisiana, the Cajun folks have come up with long ago a traditional food that's called boudin, and what it is back then in the old days when someone butchered an animal, they did not waste food. It was a matter of survival. So when they butchered a hog and they got ham and bacon and pork chops and all that stuff, they took the heart and the liver and the kidneys and all that kind of stuff and ground it up and made it into like a sausage, like ground it with rice and all these seasonings and stuff, and stuffed it into a sausage casing. And it's called boudin.
Okay.
And Tyler just said boudin kolaches. Nope, that's not what it is, Tyler. Close though. So at this restaurant, boudin is really good. I love it. It's especially if it's well made.
So I can tell you something a little, like, it's not probably exactly the same, but have you ever heard of blood sausage before?
Yes, and this is not that.
Okay, so that's kind of popular in like Portuguese culture. Where I'm Portuguese, I think I've mentioned that on my other live streams. And so they'll take pig blood, fry it all up, and like put it in casing. And that's a little too extreme for me. I can't.
Yeah,
I don't think I would like that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So, this is different, but they do use a lot of the organs in there, and it is mainly liver, though, I think. and some of the heart and stuff. But it's
My friend's parents used to make it, and it's all the stuff.
Hey, Kim Stahl, welcome into the
Or
chat.
they did. That's the traditional.
Yeah.
You don't waste any of it.
hi Kim, welcome in.
Ari's like
Hi,
putting
Kim.
bacon up. I love bacon, but I don't have
So
any.
anyway, this particular restaurant, they have a twist on it, and it's boudin egg rolls. So I
Okay.
got an order to go so that we could sample them here on the live. I wish I could magically give a boudin egg roll to everyone in attendance here. We could all try it together, but we'll try to relay to you how wonderful or awful it is.
Yeah, so I started the air fryer. Minnow started the air fry for us. They'll take a couple of minutes, and then those will be out here, so we can continue that.
Yeah.
It'll just take a couple minutes to heat those up, and
And if anybody wants to look it up, boudin is spelled Boudin. Calvin, I think it's the treats that trigger that, right? Or that's all the time.
No, it's used mostly food motivated to drool. Every now and again he'll drool like when he's not eating, but most of the time it's food motivated.
yeah, our waiting dogs were like that. They would sit there and watch Minnow eat, and just you had to put a towel underneath him.
Calvin's like, snakes use their tongue to detect food.
Yeah, so that's Durango Lobo. That's my daughter. Hello, hi baby doll, and my baby.
Yes, Durango Lobo. Thank you so much. I saw that you mentioned he's the cutest terrierist. I appreciate that.
Yeah.
Hi, Amanda.
And my grandbaby's still watching. Hi, babies. Juliet and Thomas.
We're having a good night, Kim. Thank you for joining us. I really appreciate that. Hey, Sa, can I ask you a favor? Can you give Kim Stahl a mod? She's a trustworthy person for sure. She's always on our live streams.
Yep.
Anybody that came over from Calvin, the Boston Terrierist channel, and is here at the Sock Monkey, the K and Mac Project Friday afternoon live. Thank you very much. And I just want what do you got coming up, Jeff and Calvin? When are you going to go live streem soon? Or
so one thing I want to do, we'll see if I want to maybe try to do it this weekend. Maybe we'll see like what tomorrow brings. But I think I talked about this in my last live stream, and it would have to be a two-parter. But I love making homemade pizzas, and I would love to do a live stream of that entire process. Like the first live stream would be me making the dough, letting it rise, which, I mean, we wouldn't stay on the whole time because it's like a 2.5 hour process to let the dough rise. But I would do a live stream where I'm making my dough from scratch, and then I would take a break. And then once the dough rises, I would probably do a second live stream with me, like starting to build the pizzas. I can show you how I make my homemade sauce. And then, actually cook the 2 pizzas in the oven, because the dough I makes 2 pizzas. And they're Sicilian style, and I got the recipe from a friend who lives in Minnesota. Very grateful for him sharing that with me, and it's really good. I mean, I love pizza, like even not store-bought pizza, but like restaurant pizzas are really good.
Right.
But what I like about this pizza is I feel like it's just because all the ingredients are fresh. You don't get that, like, when you eat too much pizza, you get that, like, I ate way too many slices of pizza.
Yep.
Like, I'll get full off of pizza, that pizza, but I never feel like that overfilled, like, gross feeling that you might get from pizza, like, at a restaurant or, like, any store-bought pizza.
Switchback is here. Hi, Switchback Texan.
What happened to Calvin?
I don't know. You took him off the
I
stage.
didn't. No, I didn't. It
lost.
popped off. So sorry, you popped off for whatever reason. I don't know.
That's all right. No problem.
Jeff, I think you can make that work, because a lot of people go live multiple times per day.
Yeah.
The people that follow you and Calvin, I don't think they're going to have any problem. If you break it up and say, hey, we're at this point, I'll be back at 3:00 Eastern or whatever this afternoon, we'd all be right back in.
Yeah, and because I know how long it takes, like I could easily pre-plan the live streams too. It's not like it's an unknown, like how long it's going to take. Like I know, pretty much how long it takes me to make pizza, basically. So the live stream, the first live stream might be an hour altogether. Plus I would take my time. Like I could literally I could literally make the dough in like, 20 minutes, but I might, milk that a little bit just to chat with the community. And then once that's done, like say the first live stream is an hour, then I would probably set the next live stream for like 3 hours after that.
So Durango Lobo, who's the Sock Monkey's daughter, has made 2 comments that I would like to share. My terrierist is of the Schnauzer persuasion.
She is, yeah.
And she suggests green chili pizza. Send him some sock. Send him some sock. Green chili pizza.
So we're fixing to do here within not next weekend, but probably the following weekend or during the week, do a live green chili roast. And when we do that, I will get some vacuum packed for you, Jeff. I will get them frozen good and solid and get some dry ice, and I will send you some if you'd like to try some.
Yeah, I would love to try some. That would be great.
All right,
guys. I promise I'm going to do something interesting. I'm going to see if Calvin likes this Kolsch beer. I'm going to have him take one little sip. Calvin, good. He's not going to drink it. Calvin,
no. Like, dude, come on.
Nah,
that instead of treats? I don't think so. Oh, look.
You like that? All right, guys. I promise. Wow, he really drove.
Oh.
All right.
Yeah.
PETA, don't send PETA after me.
I got something for you, Calvin. Here we go, Calvin. You'll like this better.
So Minna got the boudin in here for us.
There you go.
It looks like an egg roll.
Yeah, it does. Yep.
And some sweet chili sauce came with them.
Yeah. I'm gonna give it a taste because I like to eat things. Got you some napkins here. I got some somewhere for me. Kind of pretty much an egg roll.
They are a super cute breed. Are you there yet? So it's too bad Troy from Adventure America is not here because he has a mini Schnauzer too, and Motley's super cute.
So those are good, and I'm gonna finish off some here in a minute, but I don't think it's a good representation of boudin.
It's a savory egg roll, and I'm more prone. I like seafood egg rolls more than anything. Shrimp over pork or chicken or beef.
Hey guys, Switchback Texan is in just to let you know.
Oh yeah,
yeah, I saw him. Thank you for coming in.
Switchback, thank you for coming in here. Calvin is drilling like Switchback at DQ.
Calvin has a unique beer drinking technique.
He does.
He's a sloppy beer drinker, though.
Good Lord, his tongue is long.
He's party fouling like crazy right here. I can't give him anymore.
No wonder his tongue hangs out.
Do you like that?
It won't all fit in there. It's just got a little extra. He's cool.
So
Calvin is a super cool dude.
Tyler, the freezer is closed. Minnows in there. She's in charge of that.
Look at his lips, guys, right now. He's like going crazy right now.
You know what? I need
look
to
at his chops.
Are we there yet? A mod too?
Yeah, absolutely.
I meant to do that earlier.
Oh yes, thank you for noticing.
Are you there yet? Video.
Yeah, are you there yet? Solid. Yeah. Oh, my fluffy pack too.
Really, everybody here that makes content, I watch it. It's good people.
Yes, and there we go.
You know, we kind of touched on that a little bit, Jeff, but let's double back to that. The best part about YouTube, after you really got into it and became a part of this community, to talk about how that affected your life, made things different, these people.
Yeah, I mean, like crazy. I mean, it makes a huge difference. It's always nice. I mean, obviously, the next step would be I wish I could meet all of you guys in person. I mean, that's the only thing that we really haven't done. But yeah, no, I mean, I'm blessed to have a good group of friends out, like, my friends from college and friends from here. But the YouTube community is just awesome. Just a lot of great people who even though, again, we haven't met in person, like, to me, you're equally my friends, just like the people I may see in person regularly. again, I've been blessed to like communicate with some of you outside of the YouTube platform, and it's been awesome. Like, honestly.
So I agree with you about meeting other YouTubers. To tell you, I was thinking about the other day, I watched 3 different versions of the same meetup. It was Kevin and Frank and Donnie.
Yep.
And they went to a little museum in Bandera, and had a good time, visited and everything. And I got to thinking, I knew you long before either one of us published a YouTube video. Have I ever met another YouTuber? I don't think so.
I don't think that I have that I've known. So
I have.
That's something, and especially with the group that we have down around here. We have Donnie. We have
A lot of
Troy,
Texans.
and we got Kevin.
Yep. Switchback.
Switchback.
There's a ton.
I think
you get in trouble when you start listing.
I know.
You leave somebody
so I'm
out.
going to leave somebody out. But
Yeah,
we have
I've met 2 YouTubers so far, like that make content, which is fun.
So I think with the area that we're in, and if everybody's willing to give an hour or 2 to travel, we could find a central location that we could go and have a meetup. I know those guys do it in South Texas. They have a camping meetup, but I don't have the facilities for that. But
I think there's one tentatively or loosely planned in January at Garner Park, which is a really great place to go hang out. So I've got that in the back of my mind.
where is Garner?
Hill country, sort of. I think about like west of San Antonio.
Okay.
You get up into the hill country. It's
That would
really
work. And
nice.
And then Donnie meets with Troy too. He's met with Troy before too.
Yeah.
Yeah. So I mean, it's just I would look forward to doing that. That would be fun.
Donnie says he's thinking about a Luckenbach meetup. Luckenbach, Texas, where Willie and Waylon and the boys, all right.
Yeah. So
I've seen videos people do Luckenbach, Texas, and there's not a whole lot there, but I wouldn't mind. I've never visited Luckenbach, Texas yet, and I've been in Texas all my life.
And Switchback just said Lake Somerville State Park is a great place. It's got great facilities, and it does. But that'd be a long trip for Troy and Donnie and them. So
I did not know this. Are you there yet? Is answering a question from Tyler. And Aria is the name of their diesel motor home.
yes,
Her name is Kelly Jo, which is a pretty cool name. Hi, Kelly Jo.
Hi, Kelly Jo.
Hey, Kelly Jo. I don't think I knew your name too, but I did notice that your motorhome was Aria there. Yeah, I did see that in your last live stream.
Well, and that's the brand name too, I think.
I agree with you, Switchback Texan. Lake Somerville State Park is a fantastic place. That would be a great place for a big meetup.
I think we should have a nationwide meetup there.
I was at Lake Somerville today.
Yes, it was.
I did a little video just to walk along the beach because it seemed like a good idea.
Yep.
You guys are awesome. The fact that you have all the Texans that are so close by, that's so great. So none of my YouTube fam lives anywhere close to me.
It's a trigger mechanism.
I don't know. My daughter said every time I say hi, you drink. So hi, everybody.
Hi, Jeff. Hi, Calvin. Hi, everybody.
How my grandbabies doing? They're still hanging in there? Hi, Juliet. Hi, Thomas.
Let me tell you, Calvin's been a trooper, huh?
Yeah, he has. He's hung in there and done really good. It's the entrapment thing worked.
Yeah, I think he's okay. He's not like freaking out. Like, cause I'm telling him, like, he's just like, whatever, I'm here.
Yeah. He's
like, I'm getting treats every now and again. I try to sip a beer. Right? Did you try beer for the first time?
Cal's pretty chill. And it is Friday. Happy Friday, Calvin. You got the weekend ahead of you.
Yep.
Yeah.
And so in the comments, anybody that cares to, or if you're willing to, this is pretty new to us. And this is the StreamYard software, the free version.
Mm-hmm.
And this is a trial run. First time we've actually done this with a guest on the Sock Monkeys Live. What do you think? Is this a good idea, having somebody come in? And did it, I don't know, the video and audio quality, is it good? I don't know.
I think so.
So the audio, we're using the Hollylands again. I've been using them for pretty much most of my lives. I've been using those. They seem to work really good. They're lightweight. The other night when we did the pop-up I was using the DJI, and they're pretty heavy. So these are a lot lighter. They're easier to wear.
The mic's smaller than a quarter.
Yeah.
That's about the size of a nickel, maybe.
Yeah, maybe you ought to quit fiddling with it.
Yeah, maybe. See, test.
And then and also I'm using my extra cell phone, my old cell phone, for the webcam. I got another. You can see down in the right hand corner of our picture, there's another logo in there, and that is Camo Cam. So I'm using the free version of that as well, so I could use my extra cell phone for our webcam instead of my webcam, because it's got a little bit of a fog to it. So I hope they're all working good.
iPhones make great cameras. It's
They
amazing.
do. Everything looks great. I mean, I have the stream up on YouTube on silent, and the quality looks great picture wise.
Good.
Just to share one thing that we did figure out doing the research, a guest coming in, like this is being hosted by StreamYard. So what they recommend, the best way you can get this StreamYard guest app on your phone, and they say it makes for a better quality, less choppy video and audio when you come in as a guest. So Jeff downloaded that onto his phone, and I guess that's what you're using, Jeff.
It is. Yep, that's what I'm
Pretty
using.
smooth.
Yeah, it's great.
Yeah, and it's worked really good for us. The first time, and it's not that like you have to have it, because the first time I came in, when Todd invited me in when we were testing it, I didn't have the app downloaded yet, and that went okay because of, I guess, the internet I've got and stuff. There was
Anthony Chihuahua's in the house, by the way.
Anthony, welcome in, man. Thanks for coming.
What's going on, Anthony? Thank you for being here.
He's my guy, man. I can't wait to go meet up with him. Next time we go see the kids.
There's a YouTuber you can have a little meetup with.
Absolutely, and I'm looking forward to that. We'll take him out to dinner or something. We'll do something. Go find a geocache. He's got a bunch. Oh, I was going to show you that. Go ahead and say something.
Go ahead and say something.
Go ahead and say something. I want to show.
I'll tell you what. I had a really good plan. I had this wonderful idea. I've been testing using a GoPro to go live with the GoPro because of the real-time stabilization. I did a test recently on my e-bike. Went pretty well. I learned a lot, learned how to do it. And I had the idea to put a GoPro on Indy, to put her harness on and have the GoPro where the point of view would be Indy, and take her over to Lake Somerville and let her get out into the water, and she'll only get like chest deep. She's not going swimming. So, and the GoPro is waterproof. And I thought that would be cool. I would have my phone and I could watch the chat and live stream, but the camera, the viewpoint that the people that came into the live stream would be seeing would be Indy, my daughter's dog. And if you watch my channel, you probably know who Indy is. But the reception over there, I did a test, and the buffering and it was no good, not going to work. So I think I'm going to do the same thing maybe at one of the local parks where I have really strong signal here.
I want to show Jeff that just to give you an indication of what geocaches are around Providence.
Wow.
The green ones are actually physical ones, and the blue ones are, what are the blue ones? They're like
I don't remember. They're different types of
different
geocaches, but every one of those symbols, you're covered up with. And that doesn't surprise me. Any metropolitan city, there are going to be thousands of geocaches.
So, like, how many have you found? Like, have you tracked the number that you found, or like, do you have an idea?
So the app tracks that for you, and actually, Todd has more than I have. I've got like
when you find it, you pull up the app and you log that you found it, and it adds to your total, and it tracks your path where all the places you went. A lot of things, all the data of your history of geocaching is in the app.
Yeah.
And I think Anthony was talking about it was something that he would like to try, and I told him if he went and made an account, and because if you don't have the paid version, I think it's like $35 a year or 38, something like that, is what we pay on. It's not out of line.
$35 a year.
To be a premium member, that if you're not a premium member, you see very few geocaches, and the reason for that is, like, all mine are for premium members, and that's just so somebody can't load the app up, go out, and jack with stuff. Most people that are just going to go mess stuff up are not willing to pay $35.
Yeah, if they have an investment in it, they're less likely to do damage.
Right.
Not if it's the free ones. Some kid that's up to mischief or whatever could download it, see where the cache was, and go destroy it for the fun of it. And
Or
it
take
happens.
Or take it or whatever. So,
Yeah.
but if he decides he wants to do it and lets me know, I'm going to and sends me his. I love Anthony too, man. And sends me his stuff. I'm going to gift him a year's membership to geocaching. So
Cool. So Kevin says he could do that on Jackie Boy Cam. If you have a GoPro, absolutely. The key to it is, Kevin, is the real-time stabilization. Because if you put an iPhone as the Jackie Boy Cam, well, I don't. So I guess the Jackie Boy Cam is a GoPro.
it is.
Okay,
Yeah.
so you can connect that GoPro to your phone through the Quick app. That was my experience trying to figure out how the day I did the e-bike thing is figuring out how to do that. And it really wasn't that hard. It connects to the hotspot, your personal hotspot on your phone.
I think Anthony's got a question for you, Jeff.
Anthony's got a question for me. What's the question?
Yeah. He said he's always busy. That's why I can totally appreciate content creators. How do you find the time to work, time to work and family life and all that in YouTube at the same time?
Yeah, well, it's hard. So sometimes, like for me, like I find that, I wish I could have a more dedicated schedule for YouTube, but it doesn't always work for me that way. And so a lot of times you'll notice my live streams aren't on set dates. I try to do one during the week and one on the weekend. And shorts, again, I feel like those are a little bit easier. You just, you film the content and you get them up when you can, but
right.
It's not always easy. Some weeks are better than others. And so whenever I have free time and I can get a video out or I can do a live stream, I try to seize that opportunity. And then other times I would love to get out there and do more stuff, but I can't. And so you're right, Anthony. It just really depends on the week. Some weeks are better than others. And when I do have the free time, I am now, especially lately, I've been prioritizing making content versus like doing something different, like watching TV or, whatever, going to do some other time waster. And so I am just trying to find more time to prioritize making videos, during my spare time.
And it takes a lot. Hi, Barry. Barry is in. Hello, Barry. Thank you for coming.
Hey, Barry. Welcome in.
Barry.
Yeah. And I'll tell you what, it is people like Barry, Anthony, and those guys, Chris, yourself, Jeff, Todd. It's like when I go to these lives and I don't work. I mean, I do things. I play golf. I have a garden. I do.
Sometimes it feels like busier than when we worked.
It does. I'll come in
and
and I have people, it's like Valerie, and Valerie ran my playlist last week. It was really cool. But it's just the people that I like to watch. I've got 150, I think 152, 154 people, and not all of those people make content. And it's like I get overwhelmed I want to catch up with everybody and
trying to answer every comment. It takes time.
It does. And but I want to do that. And there's been a couple of them. There's some of them that I missed, especially, and I've been trying to go through them more now. But if somebody goes and watches some of my older content and they make a comment.
Was there, Jeff, did you get to a point when you had so many subscribers and there were so many comments being made, you said, you know what, I can't do this. I cannot respond to every single one of them with paragraph.
I will be honest. Like I make it a point to subscribe. I'm sorry, to respond to every single comment that I get. And so I don't know if you guys do this, but I have the YouTube Studio mobile app on my cell phone. I don't know if you guys have that or not.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. And so, my phone is with me all the time, and, hopefully nobody who I work with is listening to this, but, whenever I have a free moment, sometimes, like it could be during the day when I'm at work, it's like, all right, let me go check comments, and maybe I can get to a handful in like a 3 to 4 minute, period of time. I wish I could write back to people, paragraphs and novels. There's not enough time to do that. but
Right.
I want to acknowledge everybody who leaves me the comment. If they've taken a few seconds of their day to leave me a comment, I want to at least acknowledge the fact that they've engaged with us. And so, you know, the length of the comment will kind of depend on sort of what was said to us. Like sometimes there's questions, they'll ask me a question, and so, you know, I'll do my very best to give them an answer.
Yep.
That's, you know, that they can take. And, you know, but sometimes people will view a video and they'll put like, you know, a smiley face and hearts, and I'm like,
Yeah.
you know, and I appreciate that. But my response back will be kind of like, you know, I might use emojis to say, you know, thank you. Hey, I acknowledge your comment, and I appreciate you leaving that comment. And I want you to know that, you know, I saw that, because the last thing, you know, I want to do is have people like try to engage with me and then they don't hear a response back from the content creator. Sometimes I'm on the ball. Like if I'm caught up with comments and I'm in a good spot where I see one come through because I'm on my phone all the time, you know, I'll go right into the YouTube studio and respond back.
Right.
But sometimes I'm crazy busy and it's like, oh wow, like I posted 2 shorts, I did a live stream, and I have like 47 comments that I haven't gotten to, or 55 comments. That's when I have to just start like, you know, I just start like sort of pecking away at them. I just can't get to all of them at one time. But I would say, you know, try to keep up, you know, when you get them, you know, to the best of your ability. And if you do fall behind, when you have a free moment, like try to set aside like an hour or an hour and a half, just so you can start responding to everyone, because I do think people appreciate that. Like
I think they do
know,
too.
if they take the time to write to you, you should
Right.
acknowledge that and write back to them.
I'm totally on board with that, and I try to do that, and it takes time, but I've got some time.
I think the way to look at it is when you reverse the roles, and you're the one that comments. You do appreciate when that creator acknowledges your comment or your remark or suggestion or answers your question. Right? If they don't respond back to you, that's kind of a bummer. So I try to, and hard as I try, I go back sometimes and I'll see on a previous video from a month ago, I'm like, wow, how did I miss these 3? You know, I'm responding a month later, but at least I do.
Yeah, I agree. I mean, and look, you know, thankfully right now, you know, I mean, yeah, it's nice to see my channel's growing a little bit. We're not huge, right? We're still considered small creators. And so it's not like I'm getting 500 comments in a week. And so I'm thinking about channels that have, you know, tens of thousands, 100,000s of subscribers. And I understand that it's not reasonable for them to respond to every single comment. I mean, they would have to hire somebody to just monitor comments and respond. And to be honest with you, like if it came to that, like I almost wouldn't want a response from somebody who's like monitoring comments on behalf of the creator,
Right?
Because I want to interact with the creator, not with like, you know, sort of a moderator, if you will, of their comments.
And speaking of that, I got to do a couple things in the chat while it's rolling up here, because there is Barry, just to show how observant he is. He said, "Isn't Todd usually on the left?" And he is. We switched positions this time, and the purpose for that is because of my director abilities and stuff, and what I'm looking forward and looking ahead. I wanted to set Todd over here so I could put the camera there so I could look here, and I wasn't always looking over here at this other screen and ignoring you guys. So that's why we swapped positions this time. Also, Kevin, he said he tries to respond. Kevin does an awesome job of responding to any comment that I leave him,
and commenting on videos that he watches.
Yes, and Kim, was he? Maybe Cal. Oh, maybe Cal can share some of the comments.
I gotta train him to do that. You're right.
Yeah. I think
it's not in this iteration of his contract though right now. I'll have to negotiate that in the next contract when his CBA expires.
So Anthony too said he said, I admit I'm an overly sensitive kind of guy, and if I write a detailed comment or a question and get no response, at all, I'm likely gonna make more comments, not make more comments.
No, I mean it's
I
fair.
get it.
I do too.
Look, we're creators, but I also love watching YouTubers, and I watch channels where creators have millions of subscribers. And but he's right. Like, so I'm apt not to comment on those bigger channels because I know commenting on him is not going to get me a response.
Right.
But I watch none the same, right? Like I'll watch channels with creators that have millions of subscribers. And for me, it's like watching a TV program, right? It's like, putting the baseball game on. I'm not like commenting on that, like on a social media platform, and I'm still enjoying what I'm watching. And I just take that approach because the likelihood of somebody replying back to me is so slim.
Yeah.
It's like, it's fine. And
it's like the other night, it was last night, I think I watched, the replay of I think it was 2016. No, maybe it was 2016, Denver Broncos Patriots game that went into overtime in Denver. That was a game to remember.
Yeah.
So check that one out when you get a chance there, Jeff.
all right.
I tell you this, and I think it's probably true of y'all too. I found over time, when I first started watching YouTube videos, it was almost exclusively those big time channels, right? And that has transitioned. I watch a lot more of small creators, a lot of the people here, than I do. But there are still ones that I watch, like Daily Dose of Internet. I watch any new episode of Daily Dose of Internet. I watch because it makes me smile.
There are a lot of them that though drift. Like I have 2 or 3 hunting. I enjoy hunting. I used to be a guided elk hunting for a few years when I was a young man. And I hunted elk with archery for multiple years after that, packing in. And so it's something I like, and I can't do anymore. So I still like to go watch. And,
hey, sorry you guys to interrupt. Are you there? You has to take off. Thank you so much for being here.
Thank you, Chris.
You enjoy the time with your family. And we'll see you guys in the next live stream. Thank you so much.
Yeah. And we need to wrap this up a little bit. But those guys that I was talking about, though, they have drifted more. The first year or two that I watched them, they had really good content. They collaborated with other people and had all this good stuff. And now they've just drifted to where 2/3 of their stuff are selling stuff and promoting their sponsors. And they even, the hunting videos are like a third of what they do now. So anyway.
I've seen that too, where channels that I watch, because like a third of their videos are hawking merch or ads that are embedded in the video that you can't get away from, and that's kind of a turnoff.
Yep. So I'm never going to have that problem. So you guys can keep watching me, keep watching the KM Mac project, keep watching Calvin, the Boston Terrierist, and Jeff, Todd Saul, and I think we probably ought to wrap this up pretty soon. We've been going.
Man, Calvin, you would love this.
An hour and 18 minutes. And,
I'm sure he would.
And I think you got something you got to go do. You probably got a race coming up.
Whole lot of dirt racing on tonight. World of Outlaws sprint cars, World of Outlaws super late models, and Lucas Oil super late models all tonight.
So I'm going to play golf tomorrow, Jeff. If we don't get rained out, I'm going to play that because the club is closed on Mondays, and I don't want to play Tuesday because I have to rest up for the 3 days of golf in a row is fine for me. Yeah.
Aren't you playing 2 rounds on one of the days too?
No, they changed that because I was not the only old guy that said ain't gonna do it, can't do it.
Yeah.
Do it. So we're actually gonna leave a little earlier on Wednesday, and we have a 2:00 tee time on Wednesday, and then an 8:30 on Thursday.
Yep.
And we don't the afternoon one is still open if some of them guys want to go play, but so we had the one, and then Friday morning at 8:30 or so, and then we're coming home. So
You play golf, right, Jeff?
Yeah,
occasionally.
I play golf. Probably not as much as Sock does, but I try to get out there, as much as I can.
Yeah. Who else plays golf that's in here?
I'm actually playing Tuesday. One of our property and casualty insurance broker at the credit union where I work for invited me to go play golf at his club on Tuesday.
Nice.
So I'll have that in the afternoon. That'll be my office for the afternoon. I never usually complain about
Yeah.
working from the golf course. It's always fun.
Chris Place. I'm thinking about doing a kind of a little video series out at the golf course. I'm waiting to get Todd back out.
That would be
Yeah,
awesome. You should definitely
This
do
is going to
that.
happen pretty soon. Our driving range they got the mats open right now, and they redid the driving range, and it will be open completely here in another couple of weeks. So
Later on tonight, Veronica, I'll probably see you. I like to go hang out with Julio at night. Yeah, and I know a lot of y'all don't know her. Check out My Fluffy Pack, Veronica, pretty cool channel. All of you try to connect with each other if you would. It's,
Barry, I love mini
community.
golf. Is that what you're talking about? Sorry to interrupt, Todd, but golf. Barry's talking about putt-putt golf.
oh no. We're talking about a real thing. And then my daughter, she honks at golfers.
Oh,
She's that honker that drives down the road. And
Durango Lobo thinks that I should go for golf for the first time in 10 years and do some of it live streaming.
I think we should. I think we should go out to the driving range first and get your work back in, and then we'll get our own private tee time, and then I don't have any problem. We can switch off on filming, and yeah.
Anthony Chihuahua says driving was the downfall of Tiger Woods. All right,
That's harsh, Anthony. That's funny.
Beautiful. Yeah.
That's funny.
He almost didn't have a leg to stand on after that, but it's
Durango Lobo. I honk at golfers.
yeah, that's what I said.
That's funny. Cool.
Anyway, well, Jeff and Calvin, this has been fun, man. We need to do
I had
it.
a great time. Yeah, thanks for having me on your channel. I appreciate it.
Appreciate you coming in, and appreciate you, Todd, for always helping me out with this. It's like if it's kind of a Mutt and Jeff thing, but if I didn't have you here, it wouldn't be nearly as interesting. So I appreciate you and your efforts always.
It brings me joy.
I know it does. Appreciate all of you people that have come in here and support us, and love you all. We all do, and we're all very appreciative of you. And you guys got anything that on the closing part you wanna add in?
No, I just appreciate you guys having me on your channel. A lot of the folks that are in here, I'm blessed that they support me as well too. But you have a great community stock, honestly, and that's what makes this fun, right? If it weren't for that, it's almost like not even worth doing it. So kudos to you.
So thank you.
It's all about the people.
It is about the people, and it's fun, and it's fun to make a video and put it out there, and people enjoy it. And it's and when they make that comment, it makes me feel good. I ain't gonna lie to you. I enjoy doing that, and it makes me want to go do another one. So thank you guys very much.
Yeah. All right, guys.
And it's Friday.
It is.
Happy Friday.
It's Friday. Woo!
So thank
Calvin,
you all.
It's Friday. You want one more treat for Calvin before you go?
Yeah, let's do it. Let's do it.
Ready?
Yep. Go, Cal. Thanks, Calvin.
You did a good job, buddy. Can I have a high five? High five?
Come on,
He's like,
high five.
no, I'm like, I'm not sturdy on this. All right.
All right.
Good job, buddy. Thank you for carrying me as usual.
We all carried each other. I appreciate you all guys very much.
All right.
Thanks, Jeff and Calvin, for coming in. Thank
Of
you,
course.
Todd. Yeah, thank you, everybody else. We'll see you on the next one.
All right. Take care.
See ya.